Hey everyone, Dex here with a massive update. We just got the Destiny 2 dev update, and it revolves around our rewards in game. This is a big one. So the new season and with Beyond Light drops, and we had very limited loot pools, things to chase, lots of different changes that came to this game, and it felt like we weren't really getting much out of it. There is a lot of stuff in here, including talk about infusion caps. So there's a ton of details in this update, and we're going to go over a few of them, and to kind of keep what we're looking at here a little more focused. So we're not going to read a ton of the little nitty-gritty details here in the introduction, but when we scroll down here, they start talking about infusion caps, making sure they want to try and find a way to make overall numbers of rewards Guardians need to care about in order to be competitive in Destiny isn't prohibitive. So the infusion caps kind of stop your weapons from being able to be carried on, and they want to work and improve that. So a little bit of details on that. They didn't go into too much, just a kind of touch on that they are doing some changes there. So a little note, some minor notes they make here. The initial reward pool for the release was too small. That is very frustrating. So it was frustrating to play Destiny and see other players using weapons no longer obtainable in-game. This would include stuff like the Fellwinter's Lie, which is actually addressed a little bit later, and other weapons like that that you cannot obtain once you've missed out on those seasons. So they say, we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about rewards. We'll dive deep. Let's get the TLDR out of the way. Here's the big commitments they're making today. With each season in Year 4, Destiny 2 will grow its overall power ecosystem for weapons. With very few exceptions, all weapons you take to the power cap should still be earnable in-game. That is very big. Future annual releases will contain more new weapons and to collect than Beyond Light or Shadowkeep, which is actually quite good. So they talk here the growing power ecosystem. We do have Season 13 not that far away, only a few months, so really in development time, that's not that far away at all. So they want to talk about what they're going to do to improve this. So though they said they do not want to spoil things for us, they do want to show us a little bit of some features that are coming. So in Season 13, they're adding 6 new legendary weapons to ritual activities, 2 for Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible. This probably won't be necessarily pinnacle or ritual weapons. This is just going to be more legendary weapons to the loot pool. In addition to the weapons above, Nightfall Strikes are getting 3 unique weapons: the Palindrome, the Swarm, and Shadow Price. These are all old D1 weapons, and they're going to be making their debuts. And if you're brave enough to take on Grandmaster, you will earn a Adept version of these weapons. So Adepts should be coming to Trials when it actually does come back into Destiny. And we will also be getting Adept weapons for Strikes, specifically completing Grandmasters, which is a very good feature to encourage people to participate in Grandmaster Nightfalls. So talking a little bit about here, keeping stuff current. So they did add the Season 10 and 11 world drops back in, and they removed the Season 9 weapons. This was good because people were earning weapons that were already basically being sunset. So it's nice that now they've kind of adjusted that as well. They talk about in Season 13, they'll continue to allow all players to gain Season 11 and 12 weapons in the world drop loot pool, while Season 10 weapons will be obtainable through a more prescriptive source. So whatever that'll be, it'll kind of come around. They say that you'll be able to find all of these informations at the gunsmith. In addition here, as the last comment regarding a lot of these, as far as exceptions, we don't plan on adding methods for players to acquire holiday weapons like the Braytech Werewolf outside of participating in those yearly celebrations. For updates, this does mean the Season 13 we will be adding limited time quests like Fellwinter's Lie, Whisper of the Worm, and Outbreak Perfected to the exotic kiosk. So those weapons which are no longer obtainable in the game will now be obtainable through the exotic kiosk. So here they do talk about, they wanted, where they exceeded in quality with the new weapons, the new perks and stuff we did get in the game. For an example, the recombination, thresh, chain reaction, reconstruction. They also wanted to bring up the quality. Now, quality was good, but quantity was not. Though the quality of the weapons and a lot of their perks were fantastic, the loot was lower than what they had initially planned. So they plan on changing that and making it much better as they continue on with Destiny's lifecycle. So they talk about a little bit of 2021 moving forward here. So they wanted to give a teaser of what's going on. So they will be having transmog in season 14. So that's not that far away at all. They do have some screenshots and that may change later. So we'll take a look at those. DDoS protection for players on console coming next season in season 13. Vault of Glass returns. They didn't give us a timeline for that or a season, but it does say it will return. So sometime in year 4. Crossplay is coming in 2021. So sometime in the next year, we will see crossplay coming to Destiny 2. 2 new strikes, the Fallen Saber and Devil's Lair, are coming in season 13, which should mean we will be getting the remainder of the Cosmodrome in that timeline as well. In addition to that, Legendary and Master Lost Sectors will rotate to expand Lost Sectors on the moon in season 13, and there'll be 3 new exotic armor to chase. That's a great change. Those have been a hit with a lot of the community, and now we're seeing expansion on that. Here's the screenshots for the potential transmog and how it'll work. So be able to see you can equip each piece individually, including their ornaments. And then another image on how that might work here for your shaders. So image management instead of just right on top of your on top of your gear in the inventory. So that kind of wraps this up for this update. Really big drop of stuff. If you guys want to read that, I'll try and drop a link in the description below. If you have any comments, please drop them down below as well. If you've enjoyed any of the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for future content, and come watch when we're live on twitch.tv/Dexible. See you guys in the next one.